Hi, my name is Aimee Willmott and I'm here with Simply Swim to talk to you about front crawl swimming. I actually won my first senior short course medal in the women's 800 freestyle, so I'm here to help you with my top tips. The first tip I would recommend and the first focus we're going to talk about today is body position. You need to maintain a high body position when swimming front crawl, and this is even the same in all 4 strokes. Try and engage your tummy muscles and your core muscles so you stay nice and flat along the surface of the water. We don't want our legs dropping so they're nearly touching the floor. It is also really important to keep our head still and look forwards at about a 45-degree angle. We don't want to be sticking our heads down towards the floor, and oppositely, we don't want to be lifting up so we're looking forwards. We should just see the top of our swimming hat on the surface of the water. The first part of the stroke we're going to focus on is the arms, and more importantly, the catch. When we enter the water, we want to enter with our little fingers first, extended out at the front of our bodies. We don't want to be crossing our centre line so we're over-rotating, as this will make us snake down the pool. We want to enter in line with our shoulders and extend all the way forwards. A common fault people make is they push their arms down towards the bottom of the pool. This will then make our shoulders and our head force down, and this means our bum pops up, so we end up snaking up and down the water this way as well. To help with the extension of the arm, we need to be rotating from our core. If we don't rotate, our arm doesn't reach its full extension. So by simply rotating from our hips and our shoulders, we gain an extra few centimetres with our arm pull. This is important to get hold of as much water as possible. The next thing we want to work on is catching the water with not only our fingertips, but our hand and also our forearm, and as this increases the surface area of the pull. When connecting with the water, we don't want to hitch from our shoulders. We need to try and keep these down and keep our neck long. If we use our lat muscles, which is a larger muscle in the body than just our shoulders, we can then get more power from each stroke. It is important to then keep the elbow high under the water. This also helps with the surface area of the catch. As we pull our arm under our body at 90 degrees, we then want to push all the way back to extend past our hips. If we are not extending, our arm will come up short, and you can often see this in girls and boys in their trunks. Your arm comes up before your hips and your costume line. With the acceleration, it is really important to focus on the speed of it. We want to start off slow with the catch and increase the pace all the way to the back, so we start off slow and finish off fast. During the pulling phase is where we will add the breath. We want to be looking across the waterline, not up to the ceiling. The top tip I always use is to make sure one of your goggle eyes is in the water and one goggle eye is out. This way we look across the surface of the water instead of up to the roof. The next part of the stroke is the recovery phase, and this is where we would place our face back into the water. During this part of the stroke, we want to use as least energy as possible and stay relaxed over the surface of the water. We simply want to get from A to B as fast as possible, and to do so we draw a straight line with our fingertips across the water's edge. The only way to do this is to bend the elbow up to the ceiling to make sure our fingertips stay underneath. We don't want to be pointing our fingers to the ceiling, as this creates a large circle and would slow us down. When our fingertips re-enter the water, this is known as one stroke cycle, and we start all over again. It is important to remember that as we are pushing through at the back of our stroke, we are also extending at the front. We want to make our body as long as possible, so the timing of this is really important. The next thing we would focus on in our front crawl swimming is our kick. Lots of swimmers use either a 2 or a 4-beat kick, as this helps balance the stroke. Unless you are an elite swimmer, I would stay away from a 6-beat kick, as it is very difficult to add 6 beats to one stroke, and the timing of the stroke becomes very difficult. This is a physically demanding element. When we're kicking on front crawl, we want to kick from our hips, so we want to stay as nice as relaxed through our knees and our toes, but making sure they are flicking up to the ceiling and down to the floor. Have a go at putting the front and the back end together, working on our arms and our leg kick. Let us know how you get on and leave us a comment.